Good afternoon. I hope I didn't mix up the languages. Today's Tuesday, today's in English. And the reason I'm going to talk about the meaning of out-of-body experiences is because some people come to me and ask me, and yesterday it happened. And also I want to talk about what happened when somebody close to us dies, because it's related to this. An out-of-body experience means that our soul, our energy body, what happened here? Oh, this is my green smoothie that today looks like mud because it has blueberries and strawberries. So what is it exactly, an out-of-body experience? And it's this. I show many times this picture, and I'm going to show it to you until we all learn it, because it's really crucial. Let me see. Well, this is okay. This picture represents the chakras. These vortexes represents the energy coming into our energy body. All those vortices, all the chakras, the mind. Hola, Rosy. Hello, Rosy. The mind, and especially the awareness that we have now. This is crucial to understand the out-of-body experiences. The awareness that we have now is part of our soul, is part of our energy. So when we have an out-of-body experience, means that our whole energy body comes out of our physical body. Literally comes out. Brenda, if you're here, I would love to know your experience. You had a near-death experience. This is an out-of-body experience. You are completely out and almost leave completely and for good your physical body. You know, I find difficult to speak in English now because I just did an amazing interview in Spanish. It was like a 45 minutes. I can hear that I'm not speaking well. So bear with me. I promise my English is a little better. All right. Many of my clients had out-of-body experiences during the Reiki session. I remember one lady, it was her second or third session, and at the end of the session, she was scared. Really scared. She was looking at me and she couldn't talk. I said, what happened with this woman? I said, Carlos, my body was going up. It went all the way up to the roof. I have high ceilings. So it's very high. I don't know if you can see it. So you have these high ceilings. And the woman told me I went all the way up. And with my will, she didn't say that, but I tried to come back and I came back. And as soon as I relaxed, I went out again to the middle of the room and came back. And again, I relaxed and I go all the way up to the ceiling. So it never happened to her. And I explained to her that there is nothing to fear. And the reason I am doing this now is that yesterday a client called me and he tells me, Carlos, my wife had this out-of-body experience and she's really scared. So I told him we need to talk together, the three of us, to understand the situation. She told me, and then I remember, it's a woman that back in her country one day, was having a physical challenge. I think she was bleeding, and all of a sudden she sees herself from the corner of the room on the ceiling, and her body was there. The husband was there trying to comfort her, but she wasn't in her body. The body was breathing, and the heart was beating. So she was alive, but her soul, her energy body was out. However, she had the same experience when they came here to America, but what had happened to her, I don't know, it was a few days ago, she was scared. Because she has these out-of-body experiences very often, she made a code with the husband: when I cannot come back to my body, I'm going to move my feet or my toes. And she was moving her toes. This is interesting, she can do that. And the husband was shaking her, trying to bring her up, and she couldn't, so she got scared. She said, what happened if I cannot come back? So we were talking about experience. The first thing that you need to know, don't be afraid. God won't let you be lost. Your body laying on the bed or whatever, or meditating like it happened to me once. I was meditating, practicing a technique from Paramahansa Yogananda to practice coming out of the body. And I was doing it for months and nothing happened. And all of a sudden my meditation chair was in the corner of the room at 45 degrees. All of a sudden I see myself on the opposite corner, from the very top on the ceiling, looking at myself meditating. I got scared and I came back right away. A monk once in a service told the same story. So first of all, we don't have to be afraid, because it's a natural expression of our soul. And hola Galina, how are you doing? Congratulations for everything you are doing in the thermography field. I love it. And I need to do an interview of you, because we're going to do a mini summit on thermography. I'll talk to you later. And we don't have to be afraid. So what I told this woman, when she has the out-of-body experience, to talk to God and say, this is the most important thing. Why this woman who called me yesterday is having all these out-of-body experiences? She told me that she realized that there is much more in life of what we see, what we touch, what we smell. And she was asking God, tell me, enlighten myself, there should be something more. Like the Coldplay song says, there should be something else. It's a beautiful song. So she was asking God, show me what else it is. This material world is too simple for me, it doesn't have any meaning. So God started giving her the out-of-body experiences. So I told her, don't be afraid, in the same way that you ask God to show you what is behind all this physical world. He's showing it to you, that you have a soul that can be out of your body. This is the experience that the yogis with years of meditation can do consciously whenever they want. So if you have an out-of-body experience, talk to God and says, protect me and guide me. Show me how to do this consciously. And this woman told me, my nephew told me she knows a woman that back in Peru, she can do it consciously and she can travel around the world. Yes, of course it's possible, because it's one of the natural experiences of human beings. Now, I don't want to talk only about this. I want to talk about the other subject, what happens when we die, because it's intimately related to this. Let me see if there is anybody in, no, I don't know what happened, people in YouTube. Very few people are participating in YouTube. So, when we die, what happened? We have an out-of-body experience. The difference is, when it's the time to die, naturally, we leave the body, because of old age or things like that, naturally we come out of the body and we go to the spiritual world, the astral world. The problem is when the people who die in an accident, or they are killed, or they are in war, so they die abruptly. And when you are in your body and a bullet came in the middle of the chest at war, all of a sudden your body is dying because of the trauma, the physical trauma, and you come out of the body. And you don't understand, you see your body. Hola, Patty. Ya early. Tengo un gran... Yes, Patty, please call me, or I will call you. I believe you, Patty, had an out-of-body experience during a Reiki session. Oh, del jueves pasado. Okay, Patty, I will call you. So, let's say that we have a car accident, a motorcycle accident. All of a sudden, we see the motorcycle and our body smash. It's not moving anymore, but we are there watching everything. This is the ultimate out-of-body experience, in the sense that, well, it was about time for us to die. However, if we understand that, no matter the way we go on this life, we will understand, and we are going to go to the light, to the spiritual world, to the astral world that correspond to us in a graceful way. This is why it's so it's so dangerous and unhealthy to commit suicide. Because when we commit suicide, we are telling God, you know, I don't care with my evolution, what is going to happen. I just take my life. People who commit suicide, they don't know that we never die. Once in India, I think it was Alexander the Great, or one of these conquerors in ancient times, he went to India and he took pleasure in questioning the yogis. And he asked, because of the theory of the reincarnation, what are the more? Hola, Brenda. Are there more dead people or alive people? And the yogi asked, neither one, because nobody's dead. When we leave our body, our soul leaves our physical body and we never die. Because of my out-of-body experience during meditation and the experiences that I receive with great healers, when I receive energy healing, I know exactly what it means. You are in your soul, this consciousness that we never lose. And we are aware of everything, but we are out of our body. So it's important for us to learn what does it mean being out of the body. Patty. So, Patty, usted dice que cuando en la sesión de distancia del jueves usted miró los cristales como si estuviera aquí en mi healing room. Anyway, this is what I wanted to talk about. Out-of-body experience is a natural experience of human beings. Through meditation, deep meditation, the yogis in India do it at will, and this is the goal to us yogis here in the Western world, to keep practicing these deep pranayamas and meditation techniques like Paramahansa Yogananda Kriya Yoga. And it's not because we want to have out-of-body experience. This is just part of the spiritual path. The spiritual path is not a circus. Alright, it's 7 already. We're going to start the healing session. Patty, I will call you and you tell me your experience. For the new people, new in this group healing, you lay down on bed, a couch, on the floor, in a comfortable place. Remember not to drink coffee or eat too much before the healing session, so your heart is not, our mind are not overwhelmed with the, and you can enjoy the session much more. Important to know, but also important to remember we are the body and not to leave the body. Well, I mean, I don't know exactly what you mean. The body is part of who we are. Here in this earth, we have a physical body, and we have our soul, which is our energy body. Yes, leave the body just because it's not what we are meant to be. You're right, Brenda. But one day I would like to talk to you so you tell me your near-death experience. You lay down on bed for the distance session and you just say mentally, I am receiving an energy healing session from Carlos. Make an intention, I don't want this pain in the middle of the chest anymore. I don't want this back pain anymore. Whatever is bothering you. Then make a deeper intention, I want the root cause of that pain to be removed. And then just feel your body, feel your chest, feel your arms, your shoulder, your legs, your stomach. Try to be in your body. Oh, you're in New Mexico, Brenda. Yes, I remember. I couldn't see you on Saturday. All right, let's start right now. The session starts right now. You don't need to wait for me to start playing my harmonium. And I see you in half an hour. Oh, I have to change this. You can take a deep breath. If you want to join the conversation, my suggestion is that you just keep enjoying the healing. If I were in your place, I wouldn't listen anymore. I just do it just in case somebody has a question. And I'm going to talk about the third part of this conversation. We start with the meaning of the out-of-body experience, what happens when we die. But from the healing point of view, I see many people with deep health conditions, and they are caused because a loved one, a husband, a wife, a brother, a father died suddenly. They were killed, they died in an accident, and they carry a pain for years, decades. Why? Because the person who dies is confused. He thinks that he's still in the in the physical realm, even though they cannot control the body anymore. And they stay in spirit, his or her energy body, close to the relatives. Today a woman came for 10 years. She felt the presence of her husband. And sure enough, she had energy cords, attachments in the throat, in the heart, in the solar plexus and second chakra, and it's giving her a lot of problems, physical problems. Thank you, Rosie. If anybody felt anything, I would love to see your experiences. I love to receive distant healing sessions. I receive 2 every week from my Reiki students. I teach my Reiki students what I am doing right now. So we have a group, one student on Thursday, the other on Friday, and we rotate the whole month, and everyone else receives the session. So on Thursday and Friday, I try not to miss them because I love the sensation, the feeling of the energy healing. Coming back to this situation, for educational purposes, if you know somebody, a friend whose a close relative died in an accident or even a suicide at war or whatever, in a sudden way, not naturally, it's highly recommended they go to a Reiki practitioner who knows how to send this spirit to the astral world, to the light. So this spirit person is not attached to one or more relatives. For example, there is a person, hello Shandor, listening here, and she also believed that her sisters are still carrying the energy course with a relative who died. This connection, for much that you love someone, let's say your husband, your wife, your son, your daughter, is toxic for you and is toxic for the soul, because the soul has to move on, make the transition to the spiritual world. So that's one of the works that we do, to help the souls that are attached to people to move to the spiritual world. So many times people have serious health conditions, and it's only and just only because they have spirit attachments from a loved one. Sometimes it's a little more serious. If you go to a bar and you get drunk, You may have an spirit attachment or somebody who used to hang out in bars, which is not healthy at all. I know that this looks too much out there. I didn't believe this stuff. Why? Because it never happened to me. But now I see it every day. I saw it today with a new client and then with another person that I was with today. This is just about healing our energy body. Again, if I show this picture that some of you are going to say, that picture again. These clouds represent energy blockages. If we could see the spirit attachment, we are going to see a light, different colors, from our chakras to a bigger light, which is the spirit of some person. And what is the spirit? It's our energy body. The energy body we were talking about at the beginning on the out-of-body experience. I know that you understand, Brenda. However, if you know the song, the second or the first song that I play, Brenda, the song says, no bird, no death, no caste I have. Father, mother, I have not. This is a song done by a yogi who lives, not just intellectually understand, and knows that we are the spirit. We are this light, this energy body, and we are really not our physical body. The only way to understand that is when we leave our physical body in the process, the transition that we call death. And for all of those who have an out-of-body experience, you experience what does it mean to be in spirit. Usually, if we don't get scared, yes, you experience that, Brenda, right? It's a very peaceful experience. Why is peaceful? Because we don't have the drama of all the emotions that we live here in Earth. When we are naturally in a healthy way in the spiritual world, there is more peace and harmony. Of course, exactly, we need to stay grounded. And Brenda says that we were born in this body and we need to be grounded. Here we go. What happened, Goddess? My conversation was so boring that you fall asleep. How are you doing, Goddess? Cinnamon nutmeg, you didn't miss anything. You can listen to this video and you will receive the healing, I promise you. Because my intention. You're doing better. I'm happy to hear that, Goddess. My intention is to always be available for people to receive the energy. If I am doing healing, I am connected with the source. So you receive the healing anyway, so you didn't miss anything, Cinnamon. But next time come at 6:45. So that's all for today. Yes, we need to be grounded. And the only way that I know is daily meditation. However, sometimes I need to go and run. When I run, these endorphins are released in my body. I feel very grounded. When I feel lightheaded, it's because something in my energy body is out. I go to run. Or my favorite activity is go to run to the beach, jump into the cold water, and believe me, I am super grounded. Any question? Any question? I don't see any question. So I hope that this helps to understand What does it mean, an out-of-body experience? What does it mean to be dead? To be dead, the only thing that is dead is our physical body. Our awareness is going to be exactly the same that the one that we have now. I always tell people, if right now an atomic bomb comes, our body is disintegrated, our awareness is going to remain the same. This is why it's so important to understand this process. The process of life and death. Death is just a transition, leaving our physical body and start living in the spiritual world. I see you in a week. And if you have any question, please let me know. I would love to answer them all. Bye everybody. Isis, you were here. Hola Blanquita. I don't know if Jean-Marc is still here. A friend for many years. And I see you in a week. Ah, I didn't finish yet. Brenda said when she had the near-death experience, I wanted to go, but God wanted me back here. God wanted me back here. So this is the other thing that you can read. There is extensive literature. People who went to the other side, they saw them out of the body and they went to this tunnel and the light at the end of the tunnel. And sometimes we are given the choice. Do you want to stay here or you want to come back? But sometimes we know there is a knowledge, a knowing that is telling us you need to come back. I would like to talk to you, Brenda, so you tell me your experience. Bye, everybody. Thank you for your collaboration, your participation, Brenda, always. Bye-bye.